Hi, welcome back to Red Maple Ranch. I'm Sean and we're currently heading over to our next job. We're going to be replacing a porch and some sections of driveway for a lady that needed some repairs done on the porch. So I'll see you guys at the job site after we load up and we'll get to it. Okay, we made it to the job site. So you got this porch here that's been failing for a while. So a lot of water on the other side and most of the mortar joints are kind of loose and it's mostly deteriorating. Water's been sitting in this back corner because there's no slope. So basically gonna try to remove this porch, remove some of this driveway, put in some new drains for her, and get her basically the same layout, but a nice new porch should be a lot more effective for her. Okay, well that's a wrap. So just gonna clean up now, try to get ready for the next day when we're gonna bring the excavator with the hammer out here, try to get the rest of this concrete busted out because it's a little bit thicker than it looks, and try to finish up getting this footer busted out, and we'll work on getting the rest of this out of here. Probably another truckload of material, and then pour our footers for the new porch. All right, see you then. Okay, well the concrete up here was a little bit thicker than we expected, so had to bring in the big guns here. Got another excavator with a hammer on it, so we're gonna go get this thing working and see how it goes. Okay, so we're wrapping up day 2 here at this job. Just got the rest busted out with the rental excavator, so we're gonna get this thing loaded up, take it home, and hopefully just have the regular machine here for the rest of the job. So we'll get this thing loaded up and probably one more trip in the dump truck for the rest of the debris there, and good to go. Okay, so we got the machine loaded up, and Ty's just grabbing some of this last bit of concrete that we had busted up over here so we can haul it out. And should just be down to one machine at the job and start setup next time. So after we got the porch out yesterday, we had to clean up against the wall here a little bit. So found the old foundation that was here from the original porch. There was actually a smaller porch that they ended up making a bigger porch over. So the two ends should be good and usable still, but to get a true 7x7 porch, we'll have to extend this front footer a little bit, which isn't a big deal. And then by the time we get our French drains in along this wall over here and our waterproofing, and run a nice drain out in front of this garage door here, probably end up planning to pour this section and the section on the far side there initially, and then we'll get the block laid for the porch and pour the cap, and then a new set of steps here, and should be good to go. All right, we're gonna get this cleaned up and see you guys during setup. Okay, good morning. Well, it's Saturday and we made it the pour day, 7 a.m. here in Pennsylvania. Beautiful 60-degree morning, and just gonna try to get this first bit poured out here. So had another boring day where we just cleaned up a little bit more and put some stone in, but for the most part we are ready to pour. Our drain put in over here that goes underneath the concrete all the way to our garage drain here, so that should help with that low spot that she was having before. And then just tied in our future footer drains for the porch, so that's actually level from there over to the drain, and then it starts sloping downhill, so I should have no issues there. Still get about 2 to 3 inches of concrete over top of the pipe, but the rest of the driveway we usually try to pour 5 to 6 inches thick, and of course expansion up against the driveway and garage. All right, well, enjoy the time lapse and we'll get this 8 yards poured out. Okay, so we're back at this porch job and made some progress. Been fighting the weather a little bit with a lot of rainy days, but we also subbed out the block work. So this finally got completed, and we have a 7-foot by 7-foot square block here and got the forms on the top. So to get our 1-inch overhang, you put your 2x4 or 2x6 on the side, and then the 2x10 edge will give us a nice 4 inches of concrete. Still need to fill the inside with gravel, but that's why we brought all that stone over there today. So hopefully we can get all the stone in here. We'll get our French drain in, some waterproofing on the back of this porch, and our steps formed up. So pretty boring day, but I'll catch back up with you guys at the end, and we will see how it looks whenever it's formed and ready to go. Okay, well that was 3 hours of work in probably 4 minutes for you guys. So just gonna come over here, see what we got done. So it's getting dark, so hopefully you can still see, but well, we were able to fill the whole thing with gravel. This 4-foot high 7x7 took probably about 6 to 7 tons to fill. So definitely a lot of gravel in here. Started the step stringer, so used one 2x12x6 here, just cut down, and then had to do a little bit of thinking here, but we do have our numbers. So we have 8-inch steps, which turns into a 7 1/4 rise, so standard 2x8. Will be 5 steps, including the landing over here, and should end about 1.5 feet from the existing driveway here. So we'll just slope into that, and then we have a curb to put in over here to connect the two to kind of hold back this river stone here, and really just a few more steps to put in and some grading and some wire, and we'll be all set. So hopefully, I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow, but if it doesn't rain the next day, then we will be here to finish up that and hopefully pour early next week. So I'll see you then, and see what we can get done. Thanks. Okay, we made it to pour day. So forgot to mention the other day that we did get a French drain in along this top side of the porch, and also put down some waterproofing membrane on the front. It's hard to see in the video, but it doesn't hurt. I mean, probably not 100% necessary for something like this, but you know, some cheap insurance. And then we have this geotech fabric keeping the gravel separated from the dirt. So we'll get this cut flush and put some of this more decorative stone over top of it. So we have a little piece of sidewalk here, the porch, 4 steps set up to pour, standard 8-inch steps, so it's 2x8, 7 1/4 inch riser, and then a small curb here. So a lot of faces to finish after we pull the forms off today. So hopefully it stays cool and in the shade for us, and we'll see how it goes. Thanks. All right, so plenty of fun finishing all these faces. So we have our 5 steps, the top part, little pad over here, and our curb all finished up. So whew, that was a good bit of work. Everything, trying to finish all the faces at once, so it came out nice. And just stop over tomorrow to clean up a little bit and finalize some grading in the topsoil up here, and that should be it. We'll be out of here and on to the next one. Okay, well that's it. Final walkthrough here. Have our new stone in to kind of taper in with the old red decorative stone. The porch is going to be getting some kind of tile exterior veneer, so that'll clean up that block look, make it look a little bit more matching with the brick. Have our sidewalk coming down, new pad, French drains and waterproofing installed that ties in down here. Goes to our new driveway drain where we're having some grade problems and having water sitting in this corner. And then of course, follow this straight out from where we did the first pour in the first part of the video. And we daylight out here over the hill. So shouldn't be getting much water there, but any water that does come through should be not a problem anymore. And this porch should last a long time for it. So see you on the next one.